Okay, this song is called Donut Shop. And it's off the Big Illusion Pacifier Machine album. I'll start it again.
My dog. I take the dark one, I lick the pink one. I let my guard down, she killed the cats. We let Sprocket go, we had to let her go. No one's listening to me. I don't give a shit, they'll see. I got some tabs, cashews, and batteries for my flashlight. I'll be a bird, sipping, seeing the wind. I'll be a red cloud in the big blue sky. Yeah, I'm the real thing, but I'm nothing. When we fake this, and we fake that. Byproduct of a byproduct. Buy my product, no, buy my product. And I'm bleeding now from the jungle bars. Trouble of kids hiding comic books. And the black crow is calling. And the white snow is falling. It's a wanderlust, freaks are on the bus. I bet you didn't know that I loved you so much. Yeah. Laundromat, playing Monster Bash, grand champion, yeah. It's a wanderlust, freaks are on the bus, but you didn't know that I loved you so. It's a wanderlust, the whole world's on the bus. I bet you didn't know that I love you so much. Yeah. Boys gone wild, girls gone wild.
Wow. That was gnarly.
Thanks, man.
That was fucking crazy.
Thank you.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. Well,
That was crazy.
Just gotta get beat a lot as a child.
Really?
Okay? Yeah, probably.
Were you beaten as a child?
Well, I mean, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, everybody's got smacked around and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, that you have opportunities and open doors.
Yeah.
When calamities occur or whatever,
You're just like, I'm going through this. I need to, like, you're gonna express yourself in some sort of way.
Yes.
And like that's just yeah.
Without suicide.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So you are the Vincent Bernardy.
Well, what's the name of your show?
The podcast, it's
The
called
Notable
People of SLO.
And I'm an unnotable Notable.
Yeah.
Notable.
You, Oscar, because I was at the place.
Yeah,
on
very
PCH.
cool.
Shout out Oscar. He was
Yeah.
like, oh, you should. We were like looking at artwork, and I think he showed me some of yours, and he was like, you should get this guy on, like, and he was like Vincent Bernardy, and I was like, I'm down, yeah, if you can set it up and figure out a way to be the middleman between us and kind of hit him up and like give me his number or something, maybe we can work something out. And then like a week later, like here you are. So I'm glad everything worked out, and I'm glad you were able to make it today.
So am I. I feel honored to be on your podcast. Yeah, Oscar told me it was really cool. So
That's cool. Oscar is
he's a great artist.
yeah.
There's a lot of great artists around town. Darcy, that helps run the place over there too. He's a great potter.
What is was your artwork, because Oscar showed me a lot that day.
Mm-hmm.
Was your stuff, some of your stuff, was it like it was in these like folders?
That was a friend of mine, actually. His name is Mark Bryan. He's a great artist in his own right. He's been in like Juxtapose magazine. I don't know if you ever heard that. It's a pretty well-known art magazine, I guess.
Okay.
But he's pretty well-known. He's been at the Museum of Art. I actually met him through the Steinberg Gallery that used to be in town here. I've had like 4 or 5 shows there, and that's how I met him, through that gallery. So it was kind of cool that he even got into a gallery. I feel lucky. It's like art and music are really tough modalities to like make a living at. But I mean, you're not doing it for the money so much. It's like you're just doing it for the love of the thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you like to make some money at it here and there if you can. Of course, that's what
survive.
To survive, like not even to be like super wealthy or something like that. Even if that's a real thing, I don't know.
I'm gonna get us into frame really fast.
Okay, man.
Just because I zoomed out a lot when you were playing the song.
Oh, okay.
Like standing up and stuff. But here we go. We're in business. And honestly, this is what a great way to start the day, because I'm literally like, we're talking to strangers right now. Like we've never met before, and like I feel like I'm just gonna be enlightened for the next like bit of time, you know what I mean? Like I feel like you have some good stories and some knowledge to share.
I do have some stories.
We want to hear them.
Okay.
We want to hear them. Yeah. Like, who are you and what do you do?
You know what? I question who I am all the time. Like I don't know I don't know if anybody really. It's like we have this thing of a being, but it's like a story, right? It's like I have a story. People can say, well, he's an artist, or he's a musician, or he's a poet or a writer, but it's like those are things that you do to kind of get your feelings out. But who we all are on some level is probably one, for whatever that means. Like we all breathe the same air. We'll all, we need to eat, we need to drink. So, but I also don't want to be philosophical or anything, but it's just like we're all precious and then we're all not. It's like, seems to me there's the duality of life constantly around you. But for me, it's like just to look at life and have it be sacred. And then getting back to who am I don't really exactly know. I tend towards, to go towards the creative aspects of things. But I'd like to think my intent is right on. That's what I'm always learning. I'm someone who's always learning.
It's fun to always be learning.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah, and you're never there. It feels like you can have goals and things, it seems to me. Like I've had goals of stuff and accomplished different things, but it's like you have to feel the stuff inside for anything to even mean anything outside, I guess.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
What are some of your goals? Like, what are you working like towards or for right now currently?
Well, what I'm trying to do and accomplish is just to do the best I can with art and music. I had went through some health issues at the beginning of this last year, and I didn't know if I was going to recover from it. It wasn't COVID, so don't worry about that.
Oh no, you're fine.
But I think, like you said at the beginning, like to me when I got here, that everybody has a story and something to give, and I just want to be able to give that out, and hopefully someone can benefit from it or do their thing. It's like going to an art museum, and that inspires me. It's like I see something blows me away, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to do that. I want to make something too. So it's for that. I guess I love that feeling. Same thing with you. If you see some art or hear a song or whatever. So I want to contribute my thing that I have to give, like you're saying.
Do you what do you primarily do? Like paintings, songwriting? Oscar said you're also like a typewriter collector.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love typewriters.
Why?
Because I think that I grew up in some pretty harsh neighborhoods with gangs, and there was murders out front.
Really?
In Minneapolis and St. Paul area, and there was a lot of violence in my house. Come from like three generations of pretty violent alcoholism and that, and I think that typewriting was something I learned when I was in junior high in 7th grade, and I remember some sort of a feeling of freedom or escape from my circumstances that I'd been dealt with.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why I like it. I mean, some kids nowadays, the younger, don't even know what the typewriter is. They see it like, what is that? So it's kind of cool. I don't want to think of myself as old because I don't feel old at all. But I guess that was the love for the typewriter. I was the love for computer, but.
Do you collect them and sell them for profit?
I haven't sold any.
Ever?
No, but I mean, I only have probably about 10 or 15, so I don't
10 or 15?
Yeah. So
wow.
I don't have that many, but it was really, really wild. It teaches you something. It's like every typewriter has a different feel to it. It's like a car even. It's like when you go to buy a car and you drive it. You could drive a Toyota Camry or a Toyota truck, and it could be the same year, but there's a different feel to that same thing that looks the same.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing with the typing. Some typewriters are smooth and flow. Some are clunky and clacky. They're all clunky and clacky, but some are more than others and have a hard time with the mechanical mechanisms and moving, of them. But I like each one for different things. It's kind of like people. Some we kind of look the same. We have mouths, nose, eyes, but we're really all different.
True. True.
And have different things to offer. But you have a cool place here. It definitely feels like you want to hang out.
Yeah, that's good. Like kind of welcoming.
Yeah.
Right?
There's no pretentiousness.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's for sure a compliment. And like I said, like I don't know what time you woke up, but for me, like I woke up relatively recently, and this is just a good way to start a Thursday morning with some music, having someone speak. Yeah, hopefully gonna hear some stories, some backgrounds.
Yeah.
How did you meet Oscar?
I met Oscar because I was at the swap meet selling some of my art, and Darcy was there and Oscar, and they were just going through the swap meet, and they liked my art, and they talked about wanting to put some of it at the place. So okay. I guess I got kind of lucky there. But that's kind of how I met him, and I just had recently went and seen one of his murals in Santa Maria about a month ago. Yeah, it was super cool, super awesome. And he's working on another mural too, I guess, in Santa Maria. And I seen the drawings and sketches for that. It was really, really cool. More, I'd say more. I had said to him, "This looks really modern." You know, the artwork as far as like the humans are painted. Like it wasn't like Renaissance people. It was modern people
Playing basketball.
Yeah,
right?
man. Yeah.
And then the first one you saw, was that the one at it was like another park and
With
like,
it was a tree.
yeah, and like
Acorns.
walnuts,
Yep.
acorns,
I think it was
and barbecues.
Yeah, very cool. Were you at that?
Yes, yeah, I saw it in
Okay.
person, and then I went to like the opening release dates when they were barbecuing, and we got some like food and whatnot.
Oh, cool.
Kicked it over there for a bit.
Cool.
But yeah, that's cool that he has a presence in the community. You
Yeah.
know, like he's like going to all these cities doing like murals and stuff. Like that's like, I feel like that's an artist's dream to
Yeah.
doing
That-
work like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I said that to him. I said, dude, you're doing it. You're living it. You're living the artist life. So I thought it was so cool.
What city do you live in currently?
I'm living in SLO, out
Okay.
by the airport. I rent a place out across from the airport. I had another fellow. Not she's how would you say, not fellow, but another
Acquaintance?
a female artist.
Okay.
Susie Bliss is a great artist that I met through being in SLO here.
Okay.
So I get to hang and be with. I'm always surrounded by creative people, so it's kind of cool.
What is in this notebook?
This notebook, there's lots of things in there. I've been trying to be more, because I forget sort of things, so I keep writing things down. But
Times, dates,
yeah, like-
names, numbers,
Yeah.
places to be.
yes,
So it's kind of like a planner.
it's sort of a planner.
Yeah.
And I found this notebook at the swap meet. I mean, there was a whole bunch of them. I bought a stack of them. You can find so many good things at the swap meet, but now I hear they're closing.
Why?
I don't know, so I don't know where they're going to relocate. Well, they sold the land,
Oh.
so land is
okay.
worth money, but I don't know where they're going to end up going. So, but yeah, there's all kinds of little things in here.
Would you say your house that you're currently living in, would you say it's like neat and organized, or pretty messy and there's like papers and like ideas all over the place?
Yeah, I spend most of my time in this little studio area I have, and it's pretty much a mess. Like, it's hard to walk through there, but I'm in the midst of cleaning everything up.
Yeah.
But it seems like sometimes like your head is showing your surroundings.
Yeah.
So it's kind of messy, but there's some cool stuff in there somewhere, yeah.
Would you say you're a hoarder at all?
No, but I mean, that's interesting you say that. I was looking around, I go, maybe someone would think I am, but I know definitely I'm not, compared to some people that I've seen. I can still walk in my areas.
That's good. That's good.
But no, I'm not a hoarder. Yeah.
How many, so you say you have CDs, how many songs or albums do you have? When did you start making music?
I've got like probably 9 albums out, and you can go to stvincentfolk.bandcamp.com and you can listen to a number of those albums. But I've got, probably, 1,000 or more songs, I guess.
Just out there? Or
Well, they're not out, but
Okay.
I've got them on like cassette tapes, and I got a suitcase full of like cassette tapes, and I used to play in the early 80s in Minneapolis, like at First Avenue, 7th Street entry, which First Avenue was where they made Purple Rain, where Prince made that movie there. In that, so I'm 50. I'll be 57 soon. So I've been around a little bit as far as music goes. I can remember playing music when I was real young, even in grade school, playing the guitar. I played guitar and drums. is another. Well, I didn't know the word then, but it's just other modalities of feeling things.
What does modality mean? The definition.
Well, to me, it just means another way.
Okay.
Other ways, modality, a structured way. Like in massage, I did massage for quite a few years, and they would always say, this is shiatsu modality or Swedish modality or deep tissue modality, just a different, certain ways of doing things, I guess. I mean, from what I understand, yeah.
So just kind of like a style.
Yeah.
Different type of style.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a nice fancy word that I learned in massage school, I guess.
When was the last time you gave someone a massage?
I always give people like back and neck massages, so probably like 3 or 4 days ago, maybe. Just sitting, sitting ones. Like, do you do that? Do you ever like do that for your friends or something?
Sometimes. It's been a while, but I mean, ideally, like, if everyone got a massage once a day,
right,
there wouldn't be wars,
dude.
Like, if everyone like woke up and like had like a partner or something, and they like exchanged massages, like one person massaged someone 30 minutes in the morning, then vice versa at nighttime, like you there would be like peace and tranquility amongst the world, probably, because you can't go about your day like being like so loose, like you're not gonna be an asshole, really. Like, you're probably gonna be happy and like breaking all that like tensed up muscles and tissues and shit. Like you're gonna flow better, you're gonna be a better person. Yes. But no one really does massages anymore. And like going to get a massage, it's so fucking expensive. Like you might as well try and find someone to do that for you for free.
Right.
Which is hard to do, But yeah, do you like sell your services and try and get paid doing it? Or is it just
I used to have my own business.
Oh, for real?
I worked at a place called the Blade Runner in Sycamore Hot Springs for a while. But it's interesting you said that, because I said that to my friends all the time. But I didn't go where you went. You went if people get it every day. I said if people even got one massage a month, there would be no war. I said
really?
that exact. That's what was tripping me out. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because there's no way your head can be in a space of harming or hurting other people.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I agree.
There's just no way. It's just like you're yeah. So that was really cool that we have we're on that same mindset for sure.
Are you like a music festival person? Have you ever been to a music festival or like some sort of festival? Oh
yeah, I've played like festivals and stuff too. Like I played at the Live Oak Festival.
Oh, nice.
About 4 times, I think, 4 or 5 times maybe even. But yeah, so I like concerts and stuff, but of course we couldn't do any because of that COVID stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that that's starting to open up more. Yeah.
What's your schedule like? Would you say you're a busy person, or do you have like a bunch of free time on your hands? Like what's your general like schedule like? Are you like working for a corporation or anything like that?
No, right now I'm pretty much, if I work in that, it's pretty much self-employed. I learned construction growing up, so I know how to do building, drywall, building, structures, stuff like that. So I usually do that sort of things, but I do a lot. I try to do a lot of art and continue on music, like try to get music shows again. Like I played at Slow Brew in the past here. I got a couple upcoming shows that I'm playing. Here's a little flyer. I'm playing. Are you familiar with the Rockin' Tour Room?
No.
So that's up in Atascadero. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place. So, and I'm playing there. What does it say? Even it says Friday, April the 29th. Excuse me, 8 to 10 p.m. So if you're in that area, what would you say? Come on up. Go up to the Rockin' Tour Room in Atascadero.
Yeah, come on up, or just come through.
Come through.
That's what I say, like come through.
Come through.
Come through.
Yeah.
And what's your genre of music that you're creating?
Well, like for instance, this album here, The Big Illusion Pacifier Machine, that's a rock album.
Whoa.
And this one was co-produced by a guy named Travis Warren, who is a singer for a group called Blind Melon. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they were pretty known at some point.
Okay.
And then like this one is sort of a, I'd say, mainstream album. That one won, I guess, a lot of awards through the New Times. And this was co-produced by a guy named Tyson Leonard, who has a band called, right now it's Tropo. And this one would be considered like folk rock. And so I don't really have a specific, I view everything as the thing, whatever it is I'm working on. So this sounds completely, these three here sound completely different. There's not, it's like some bands reproduce the same song on every album, just put together differently. I don't do that. I try to make a piece what it is and then move on to the next one. The main thing for me is to make the thing the best that I can make it at the time I'm doing it. And that's what everybody should do. Give 150% or don't do it. But then there's a saying where it says just show up is half of the success. So even if you don't feel like it, act as if, move into the thing, into the space, and then the hope is that that'll become a reality.
Do you agree with that statement?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's almost kind of, from what I heard from what you just said, it's like just show up and that's half the battle.
Yes.
But sometimes I think showing up and you're not in a mood to do what you should be doing.
Right.
I think sometimes it's like maybe not even show up, because that's going to prevent some of the creative juices from flowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can show up, but you can just like totally be in a different state of mind.
Yeah.
And you're not even able to create what needed to be created in the first place because you showed up in a shitty mood and that prevented anything from happening.
But you still showed up.
Okay.
I guess that's... I have a friend. He's no longer with us. His son used to play bass for me, and this guy was a millionaire, which doesn't mean anything, but it does if you came from nothing. It means that guy did something specific or knew something. What he told me, which I didn't care about, I've never cared about fame or anything like that, but he had always referred to me as orchestra man. He was in the war, World War II. He was a chef and then became real wealthy through some inventions he had. But he said to me, which is irrelevant about the part about being, he goes, if I was you, I'd already be famous. And I was like, well, I don't care about it. There's no such thing, really. It's like a carrot in front of you. It's all bullshit, I think. But he said the reason why you haven't made it, in his mind, making it would be whatever. The world knows who you are, which is who cares. But he said, watch what I'm going to do. Watch me. And I go, okay, And he just put, one foot here. Then he put another foot and another foot. He goes, you see what I'm doing? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, that's why you haven't made it. You don't keep going. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't keep going like maybe he thinks I should have, but I get his point. So sometimes, like if I was going to try to like sell at the swap meet or something, there's times where I just didn't feel like getting up. Like I don't want to get up. I don't want to go, And I haven't done it that much, but a vendor will tell you got to get up anyways, even if you don't feel like it. And then sometimes when you're there, then all of a sudden you start feeling okay. But I see what you're saying too. Like sometimes you need to have a respite. You need to sit back, not do anything.
Yeah.
Even, so there's both there. I guess it's just what you want to do.
How did he become a millionaire?
He made some kind of scoring thing for colleges, and it's before it was a computerized thing before computers were even out, and I think it was like, I don't know if it was SAT scoring or something like that, but it was a program that was able to read scores from college students somehow. I guess that was what it was.
So like a tech thing.
Yes.
Okay.
A tech thing. Yeah. Before Silicon Valley. And
Yeah.
before all of this sort of thing. But he was like a John Wayne sort of guy. He was a hunter. No emotion. But a very interesting person. But he passed on. But I mean, you learn things from people that pass through, like you said, pass through your life.
And you said he was in your band?
His son was.
Oh, his son was.
His son was Charlie. His name was Charlie Ward.
So you've had a band before?
Oh, I've had many incantations of bands, yeah.
Has it been the same name each time?
No, in fact, I had to write some of them down. It was the Scarabs, the Us, Units of Sound. That's what that stood for. Silent Scream, and Oogly Boogs was a weird one. I think that name just was more of a feeling. Oogly Boogs.
That's kind of funky.
Yeah.
Oogly Boogs.
Oogly Boogs, yeah.
Do you mind reading the other ones again?
It was the Us was one of my first ones. And it stood for Units of Sound.
The Us, Units of
Yeah.
Sound. That's cool. That's really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. And then Silent Scream.
Silent Scream.
And then there was Scarabs. And then the Oogly Boogs. And I can't remember any other ones. But yeah, I got to open for Green Day in the past in this small coffee shop in St. Paul. It was called Motor Oil.
Motor Oil.
Motor Oil Coffee Shop.
Because their coffee looked like motor oil?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess so. But yeah, we played. I got to open for them in a basement. And I was in a lot of different bands. I guess I got that show from a friend of mine. His name was Paul Dickinson, I was in his band for a while. It was a punk band. It was called Francis Gum, and they still play today. Francis Gum. And I got to open for John Doe, who was a punk rock band from LA, which I guess they were pretty notable, which is meaning they've been in an American Bandstand. And I don't know, I got to open for a woman named Rumor, who's pretty well known. She signed on Warner Brothers, and I got to co-write a song on one of her albums, which is called Pizza and Pinball. And I got to play on that, and I also toured with her. So I guess if I would here, I guess what I'm saying is if I get into my own head, sometimes I would do nothing. It's like when there's a million things that can stop you from, like your podcast. Like you could just say, well, fuck this, right?
Yeah.
But something makes you go. Something makes you keep going. And if you don't do it, things wouldn't happen maybe in that. Because the more you do can attract that thing.
Yeah.
And then cool things can happen. But like I was saying, if I get into my head, I might not do anything. Mm-hmm. And that's okay too. But, I mean, you want to survive and live, and you'd be liking to survive and live doing things you want to do.
Yeah. So
I guess that's why I kind of keep going. Sometimes I do pull back and not do anything. But like I said, I wouldn't have had cool experiences in my life. Like I met, making myself play shows in Minneapolis. I got to meet a guy named Bob Stinson, who was the guitar player and writer, one of the writers for a band called The Replacements, who were pretty well known back in the day. And I got to drink beer. I got to drink beer with Bob and hang out and know him before he died.
Yeah.
And stories are kind of cool because stories help, people to move on, I guess, or learn things from stories,
So who designed this artwork?
So that'd be this was an old painting that I found, and then I painted the shark in the background.
Okay.
Of that painting. And he has a nice Sunday shirt on, as you can see, which...
the shark's wearing that.
You see that?
Okay, that's cool. I thought that was like part of the boat or something.
No, it's supposed to be a shirt that he's wearing. So it's called like, I think I called this, but this is an already well-known painting. It's just a little girl looking at a bluebird. And I think
you added a twist.
Yeah. Because like even to me, it's like even... My idea with this would be like even monsters can appreciate beauty, or something that people would consider a monster.
Yeah.
It's like a Frankenstein sort of thing or something. I don't know. And
are you St. Vincent Folk?
I go by St. Vincent Folk, and I also go by Vincent Bernardy. Like the show at the Rockin' Tour Room, I'm going with St. Vincent Folk. I have a show at Puffers and Pismo. And I'm gonna go with St. Vincent Folk with that one too. That one's June 17th, 7 to 10 at Pismo.
Okay. So you're playing at various locations around SLO County.
Yeah.
Do you like playing in SLO County more, or back where you're from in the Minneapolis
scene? I like both. I mean, to stay relevant, you got to be relevant. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, because, you could be on top of your game of whatever you do. I have friends that are famous surfers. Famous to me just means really good at what you do.
Okay.
So if I use that word, don't take it like it's vain or something. Cause I don't look at it like that. Like, I don't know. This just seems so stupid.
People go crazy over fame now. It seems like everyone's trying to become famous.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah, right? You must. What do you think about like my generation? Because I'm 24. Like, you guys look at us and you guys are like those fucking idiots. Because we're like,
who said that?
Just everyone out in the community.
They do?
And they have a right, because like it's so many people that are around my age, like everyone's like super present on the social media scene, and like all these people are like editing their photos and trying to make them look the best possible way they can, and just people are living these personas that are false, and everyone's trying to be like these like hardcore rappers and like trying to like flex their like guns on social media and stuff, and like those are people that kind of like my like mid-20s to down below, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Because there's a huge issue with the population right now. We're just like, the culture is like super fucked, like on our side of the thing. But yeah, like what do you think about us? Like who? Yeah.
I mean,
like do you have any friends that are like early 20s that you hang out with or see around?
Let me think about that question. I mean, I just think every generation has whole group of ideas of things they are taught, and then whatever they're taught they either take to heart or rebel against, and every generation does it. It doesn't even matter. So before there was computers, I mean, I can remember my grandpa listening to the radio saying, listen to that shit, and it'd be something that I really would like. And then I could listen to something now and go, God, that's really horse shit. Mm-hmm. Like from whatever a younger maybe that's a younger generational thing. So it happens with every generation. I mean, there is a generation. My grandfather's generation was the generation that listened to what Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett. oh man, there's so many other ones. But then their parents thought that was bullshit in noise. Or I personally don't think that of the younger generation, because I mean, to me, it's like I can find really cool things in everything. Like I found, well, who's that girl that just came out? Maybe she's old news already, but Billie Eilish or something. Do you know her?
I know she's a famous like woman.
Yeah.
Who makes some crazy sounding like poppy music.
Pop music, yeah. So
I don't listen to her though.
Right. So rap, I mean, I love rap. I listen lots of rap music. I mean, maybe mine was old school, or maybe it was NWA, or see, the first time I heard rap would have been the Sugar Hill Gang. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
I've heard of them.
So I mean, if you listen to old Sugar Hill Gang, you can see where all this stuff really came from. Like there's probably other things before that, like Roger is another great, because I lived in a lot of cultural neighborhoods growing up too. Like so I heard a lot of, like, Junior was another one. I don't see anything. I see that maybe people that live through hardships, and we won't call it younger or older generations, but people who live through hardships have a greater appreciation or can see things differently. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like that because of I say our advances in phones and things like that, it's like, I always say, it's conveniently inconveniencing our lives in some ways to rely on these things, because it seems like a facade to me. Like I go without a phone, like sometimes I'll just purposefully do it because we become so reliant upon them, but I'll purposefully go for 3-4 days without them, and I can totally feel a difference about like my being. It's like I don't feel attached to this electronic thing.
Yeah.
And it feels freeing to me somehow. But I mean, you got to go with what's happening, I guess. You don't have to. You could just sell everything and move to Alaska, or live in the jungle or woods or something, and then find out who you are. Like, I would say that would probably cause a person to really find out who they are, or like you said, who are you? Who am I? I think you'd find out. I wouldn't do that yet, but yeah.
Have you ever drinking Hennessy?
Have I?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's
yeah.
Probably one of my favorite hard alcohols.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you drink do you have any right here?
No.
Okay.
Well, I have an empty bottle. But if you want to drink another alternative, I have like cheap vodka or something.
Oh.
Do you drink at all?
I have used to drink quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't drink too much anymore.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll have a shot of whiskey or something.
Oh, nice. I
love whiskey.
Whiskey's good too.
Yeah. I love whiskey.
So this show that's going on...
Mm-hmm. April 29th.
April 29th.
At the Raconteur. Yeah.
Is it just you playing?
Actually, I have a whole band, so it's really cool. I have some new members in my band, which is a band called Dead Magic.
That's the new band?
I have two members from that band in my band.
Got it.
Jake Secura and Noah Colton, which they'll be playing over here. Oh my God! It used to be the old tap at Liquid Gravity. I think they're playing there Saturday.
Okay.
So if you want to check them out, they're really cool. But they're in my current band. I love playing with a band more than solo. But I do house concerts. If anybody out there wants a house concert, they can hit me up. Vincent Bernardy / Instagram. You can hit me up there, or Facebook.
We'll pop it up on the screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Cool. But I was going to say is, so those are little prints that I have of some of my art. And then I got lucky and they put one of my pieces on the New Times, which I just feel lucky and blessed sometimes, because you can't make shit like that happen. I don't think. But I mean, what does it mean? It means absolutely nothing, but something. And then this one here, they put I didn't like.
Whoa, that's you.
Yeah, I didn't like that picture. There's another one of me holding this 1965 Gretsch, which is the same year I was born, which is pretty cool. Like, it's just a piece of wood, but it feels like, I don't know, like a Cadillac or
The guitar?
a Porsche. Yeah,
That's
it's
the 1965.
1965 Gretsch.
Wow.
Yeah, and I found it at guy Dan. Dan's music in SLO here. God, what's the name of it? Dan's. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm having a mind blank. I don't even know. But anyway, he's in town here off of Orchid. Dan's his music. Dan. Oh gosh, sorry, Dan. But yeah. But then go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I feel like
no,
I'm
you're
blubbering.
good. Keep going.
So with the art, yeah, I keep trying to make stuff every day. I started. I sell at an auction in Georgia. It's a Slotin folk art auction. It's like the biggest folk art auction. But anyway, check this out. I started making art like this. Have you ever played this?
No. You're trying to get all the beads in the houses or something?
Yep.
Is there enough
Well, so basically, my rules for this game would be like each person gets like 30 seconds to get their ball bearings in the holes, and like so some of the color's been wearing off. So one's 5 cents, one's 10 cents, one's 15, one's 20 cents. So this is the kind of stuff that I did. There you go. You got the dollar one. And you got the big ball in there. That's a big ball bearing right there. You got big ball bearings, bro.
Thanks, bro.
But that's the kind of, things that we did when we were small. They made miniature games like that, and that would be considered our, Nintendo or Atari or what do they have today? Xbox. That'd be the Xbox for you right there.
So you guys would just play this all day?
Yeah, I mean that and do outside stuff for sure.
Simpler times probably, huh?
Well, you had to use your imagination and creativity.
Yeah, damn.
Definitely. Yeah. It's not easy, is it?
No. Well, there's a ton of lines carved into it that's making it harder.
Right.
What is your band called right now that you're in?
I'm calling it St. Vincent Folk.
St. Vincent Folk. And how many band members?
There is, including myself, 4 to 5 to even 6 players at times. Because sometimes I'll have a cello player and I'll have a violin player. Yeah, I got some good players here and there. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Bit?
That's cool.
But see, what you got to do sometimes is
get them out,
and then bring them in. So, yeah, but also so you can still hang it on your wall. So it's like art to a degree.
Is it hard to hit up 5 to 6 people and say, "Hey, we're playing a show in Atascadero on Friday, April 29th"? How do you get those 5 to 6 people on board, or are they just ready to go?
They are not just ready to go.
Okay.
And it requires a lot of practice. Like I said, I've got 3 members that are actually in other bands. So it's got to all work out with the schedule, and the sooner you do it is better, Mm-hmm. So it's not that easy. I can do solo shows by myself, but I've got some good players. So when you have good players, they're sought after, It's just the way it is. So, there's always going to be people wanting, right now I always go through things with drummers for some reason. I have really good drummers. Let's see, right now I'm in the midst of, I have Tracy Morgan and Sean Alexander or Sean Collins, and they're just awesome drummers here in SLO. I mean, there's some other drummers. Tom Johnson's really good. And I don't want to offend anybody, so if I forget somebody, forgive me. But
You like tequila?
Yeah, man. In fact, the place I'm living they're starting a tequila farm.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
agave
I
or
could
something?
talk. Yep. I could talk about that for a minute too.
Do you need a chaser?
I don't think so.
You good?
We do that on the air.
Yeah, so there's all
right.
sorts of things that happen on the air. Like people will people will come on here, smoke in front of the camera.
That's cool.
We've done like mushrooms in front of the camera.
Really?
Stuff like that. Yeah. We're pretty open, and
okay.
I'm a huge advocate for the legalization of drugs. So I think a good platform to start like casually doing drugs here and there is, doing it here in my own backyard, at home. And that's the thing, there's such a negative connotation behind the word drugs, but the thing is, there's sugar in this. Sugar is a drug. I drink caffeine before you got here. Caffeine's a drug. We're drinking alcohol right now. Alcohol is a drug. There's so many. The blue screen, the blue light from your phone, that's a drug.
Yep.
It's they're all addictive type things. So I think beneficial drugs like mushrooms and shit, it's why wouldn't you want that to be something open and talked about and stuff? But I go on rants like this all the time. So
No, I
enjoy
enjoy
to
it.
you.
No, I enjoy it. Are we? And we're not on right now, are we?
Oh yeah, I click start.
Oh, you did? Oh shoot. Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, you're good.
Oh,
You're good.
did you want to do this
I'm
shot?
down, I'm
okay.
down. Let me pour a little.
That's your chaser.
Yeah, I can't. The thing is, I threw up so many times from drinking hard alcohol. Cheers.
Cheers. So yeah, they're growing agave. They're gonna have their own, the first agave plantation out here. Ditosha, I think that's how it's pronounced. But they're gonna be making their own tequila, and
cool.
yeah. Kenny Bliss and Sherry Bliss.
Okay.
Awesome. It's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be. They're planning it on a volcano, which is the old Islay Hill. So that's very rare. Boy, that feels really good. You can tell why people like to drink.
The tequila.
Right? Oh my God, it's just awesome. Like the minute I just hit it. But I was talking about drummers earlier. I have another drummer that I play with. His name is Craig Kahn, and he lives in LA. And this is just one more story maybe I can say because I think it was so cool. As we were practicing at his place some years ago in Topanga in LA there, and his neighbor of all people was Taylor Hawkins, which is the drummer for the Foo Fighters. And he came over, and I don't think I've not really been ever awestruck about anybody, but that was really cool.
Yeah.
And he brought his little kid over, he was about 4 or 5 years old, Shane. And Shane got on the drums and he just killed it. This little kid, and the reason I'm telling the story is because he just kind of passed on here, which is sad. He died, but I hope he's in a good place now. And but their music lives on.
Yeah.
Some great songs from them. But yeah. I know that tequila's just setting in, huh?
Yeah. How often are you playing shows?
Well, I had some health issues, so I had to take a break a little bit. So I'm back now. I'm just trying to get, maybe if I have one good show somewhere a month, that'd be cool. That's basically what I would be happy with. Some good one, maybe one a month or something. One good show.
And then it says it's from 8 to 10 p.m. Are you playing the full 2 hours, or is there an opener for you guys?
I might do a couple acoustic songs, or my friend Noah, who is in the band too, is in Dead Magic. He might play a couple acoustic stuff. But yeah, this is the show at the Rockin' Tour Room in Atascadero, April 29th, 8 to 10 p.m. Yeah.
How much money does it cost?
It should be free to the public, this show.
Okay, nice.
But then I've got one, like I said, at Puffers in June. I can't remember in Pismo. I don't remember what's the date. It's June 17th, 7 to 10.
June 17th.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, I might have to come check this one out. Maybe I can like bring the roommates or something.
That would be
for like a
fun.
Friday night type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
if we're not working.
It's a little bit of a drive,
Yeah.
but it's been really cool. I appreciate you having me on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
It's been fun.
we just fixed the screen door.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait, we took a little piss break and we
Piss break.
I was showing him the crib.
Piss paintings.
And then I have this screen door that's like kind of fucked up. Like the wheels on it they're always coming off balance or like off the track. And then Vincent Bernardy literally like started like playing with it, like telling me like unscrew these things, put WD-40 in it, and then next thing you know you have it like on the track and it's like going.
Yeah, but it was a combined effort.
Yeah, no, it was combined
There's
effort.
no
for
way.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, that was that. I like how you were like, yo, let's get dirty right now. I'm gonna direct traffic and we're going to build this thing.
Right.
Like, I appreciate it.
Well, I'm
That's
honored,
cool.
like I said,
That's cool.
to even be part of your life for today.
Yeah, no, thank you again. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming on.
Yeah.
Last question for you before you do your song.
Or you're just gonna play something off of one of the albums, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to play it.
No, I was gonna see if maybe you could just play something off. You say you could dial it in.
Oh, you're saying, okay, I see what you're saying. How it feels like you know a ton of people in SLO County. You know all these bands, drummers who are doing all these things, making art. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like you have a presence in this community.
Well, I mean, I'm lucky to know some people. That there is lots of bands. There's bands I don't even know about, but yeah, I know some. Yeah, man.
That's cool. That's cool. Anything you want to say to anybody watching before we dip out of here?
Let me think. Just love each other. Do the best you can. And try. At least you'll have that.
I appreciate you coming on. Good meeting you.
Yeah, man.
It's been a fun time.
I'm so elated, caught my eye. You hesitated, yeah. You're so shy. I've come to love you.